guys, I hope you're all doing well today. Today I am going to be doing my August wrap-up and my September to be read. So I will start with my August wrap-up. I ended up reading 5 books in August, which is pretty good. The first book that I read in August was Soulbound, and I love this book. I can't wait for the second one to come out. I thought this was a great first book to the series. I even inspired Little Book Owl to go out and buy this book. So if you guys haven't read it, I really do recommend you guys go buy this book. And if you want to find out more about this, you guys can just check out my review. I'll post a link down below. The next book that I read in August was Shadow Kiss by Rochelle Mead. This is the 3rd book in the Vampire Academy series. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars on my Goodreads, and I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was a lot better than the first 2 in the series. And if you need more information on this book, you can just check out my review. I will post a link down. The book that I read was the 4th book in the Mortal Instruments series, and this is City of Fallen Angels. I enjoyed this book. I did not enjoy it as much as I did the 3rd one. The 3rd book is still my favorite. I did a review on this book, so if you want to check out my review, you can just scroll down into the description bar and you can find the link to it. And I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars on my Goodreads. The next book that I read was Fallen by Lauren Kate. I actually really enjoyed this book. I really didn't expect it to be what I thought it was originally, so this book really surprised me in the end. I thought it was a great read. It was very interesting, and I can't wait to read the next book in this series. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars on my Goodreads, and I also did a review on this book, so if you want to check that out, just scroll down to the description and you can find the link to that. The last book that I read in August was the 3rd book in the Kelly Armstrong series, the Women of the Otherworld series, and that is Dime Store Magic. And this one was about Paige, who is a witch, and she is also the head of the coven, and she is struggling with trying to protect Savannah and all of that. And I thought this was really interesting, and it was okay. This is definitely not my favorite out of the Kelly Armstrong books, but I did enjoy it nonetheless. So I do recommend this book, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars on my Goodreads. So the first book that I'm going to be reading in September is actually a reread for me. And I am going to be rereading the Harry Potter series, so I thought I would start off with the first one, The Philosopher's Stone. And this series I've only actually read once, so I thought I would decide to reread it because it's been a while since I read it, and I thought it would be a good idea to reread it. So the first book I am going to be reading is The Philosopher's Stone, and this book is really short, so this shouldn't take me more than a couple of days to read. The next book in September that I'm reading, I am continuing on with my Kelly Armstrong series, the Women of the Otherworld series. I am reading the 4th book in the series, which is Industrial Magic. So Industrial Magic is again about Paige, and in this one she is working on recreating a coven where she has decided to relocate. The next book that I'm going to be reading in September is Graceling by Kristen Kasher, and this book I don't really know that much about. I just know that it's a really great book and that a lot of people have recommended it, so that's why I had bought it, so I'm looking forward to reading this. And the next book that I am reading, the next 2 books actually that I'm reading in September are the ones I'm probably the most excited about to read. And the first one that I'm reading is Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare, and I've already read the Clockwork Angel, so I can't wait to read this one. This one again, we are following Will, Jem, and Tessa, and I really think I'm going to like this one. I like this series, I just don't like it as much as the Mortal Instruments series. So I did like the Clockwork Angel, but I'm hoping that I'm going to like this one a little bit better because I know in the first books they tend to be a little more slow paced, so I think this one's going to be a lot better. I actually started reading this last night. I'm already 2 chapters in and already stuff's starting to happen, so I think I'm going to like this one a lot more than I did the Clockwork Angel. So people have told me that it's important to read this one before I go ahead and read City of Lost Souls, and since I've already read up until City of Fallen Angels, I want to read City of Lost Souls, so I have to read this one first. So that opens it up for the next book that I am reading in September, which is City of Lost Souls, and I am really looking forward to reading this one just because of the way of City of Fallen Angels ended. I can't wait to read this because I'm hanging and wondering what's going to happen. So I really can't wait to read this. So that's it for my August wrap-up and my September to be read. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and leave me your comments if you guys have read or are planning to read any of these books. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!